it is Nick here again, and I'm back with another video. I do just want to say that I am really sorry I haven't uploaded in quite a while. I've been quite busy with a couple of things. Anyway, so let's get straight to it. For this video today, we're going to be taking a look at our first part of the cleaning and disassembly of the WE Glock 17. So today what we're going to be doing is I'm just going to be showing you the simple ways to clean and maintain your Glock, and then the next upload will be of the disassembly. So just before I start, I just want to say please like, share and subscribe, as all of which would really be appreciated. So let's get straight to it. We'll need silicone spray. I am using the Neutral gun oil, a cleaning and unjamming rod, a piece of material that will not break off inside your barrel for your cleaning rod, a couple of earbuds, and an old sock. You will need to take apart your Glock. We're just going to do a cleaning and maintaining of the top slide, but I will put a few little bits of spray every here and there in the bottom half. So we're just going to put the bottom half to the side and get to disassembling your slide. So first, start by removing your spring and your recoil spring and spring guide. Then remove your outer barrel and inner barrel. And finally, you're left with your slide. So what we're going to do now is give our inner barrel a bit of a clean. And in order to do that, we're just going to grab our silicone spray. Make sure your hop is all the way down, and we're just going to give the outside of that a bit of a spray, not too much. Then grab your old sock and give it a rub. Make sure it's nice and clean, and then you can also pull it down around the outside of the barrel. Now, I probably won't get too much dirt off this, I'll be honest, mainly because I had a skirmish about 2 weeks ago, and I haven't really used it since then, so let's see. Yeah, not really much, to be honest, pretty much nothing. So what we're going to do next is grab our cleaning rod with our piece of material on it, and give that, just spray this over to the side with your silicone, literally the tiniest bit, and put that straight in. We're going to do this a few times, and then every time you pull it out, give it a twist, in, out, twist, and then twist as you go in. It's like an exercise. So now that you've done that, it looks pretty clean. So this is why I cut my piece of felt into a few pieces. So now I can grab my other piece, which is somewhere here. Give me just one moment, please. Here it is, sorry about that. Found it. You literally only need a small one. Now the reason that you're using another piece is so then you can just make sure that it's nice and dry. So obviously, as we're trying to dry it, you don't use any silicone spray. Just put it in, spin again, out, spin, 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 and out. And then you can spin again when you come back, and then back through once and back out again. So now that that's done, our inner barrel is looking pretty nice and clean, if I'll be honest. The back part, what we can do is put that just for a bit. Now I will say you shouldn't always do this, but you can probably do it because your hop's all the way down. Just put it in the back a little bit, just give it a bit of a rub. That's literally just for your rubber, to make sure your rubber bit for your hop, just to make sure it hasn't got any gunk on it. We're going to clean our outer barrel. So for this, we're going to be using our earbuds. And so it obviously from the camera it might not look too dirty, but I can see a bit of gunk on there. So we're just going to do the outside, and like the inner barrel, we're just going to spray a little bit. What I'm actually going to do for this one is put my hand inside the sock, like so. This looks really stupid. And I'm just going to spray a little bit on the end. I'm just going to give that a rub just to make sure haven't got any gunk on that. Give it a twist, turn, and then here give that a bit of a clean, and then we have our bottom bit there, give that a clean, rub, as if you're trying to polish it, however you're polishing it with silicone oil. So yeah, we've now got that. Not too much gunk on there, like I said before, I have cleaned it recently. And you don't always get too much gunk on that either. So we're just going to start with the dry one. And you're just going to rub on the inside of this, just in case there is any shit in there. So as you can see there, that's not very nice. It's not very nice. And then we're going to do this bit. This is literally just... So this is going to get a bit murky. The reason why these parts get a little bit icky is because of the gas that comes out, so it doesn't leave it the nicest. What we can do now is grab our cleaning rod and just put it through, but you're probably going to want to use a larger piece if you have one spare. Otherwise, it's not such a big deal. This is literally just to make sure you haven't got any gunk in the center there. But it probably won't. I'm just not taking any chances. So that should be fine. Nothing really on the material. That's it. So we chuck your earbud. Get rid of that one. You don't want to use that again. So that is your outer barrel done. So now for this part, which is probably going to be the hardest part of it, is the cleaning of the slide. So to begin, what we're just going to do is, as you can see here in the grooves, there's quite a bit of gunk. That's basically just old lube. So we're just going to grab our earbud and stick it in that groove there and just slide along. And I mean, look at that stuff. That is disgusting. So I'm just going to pause the video there, and if then what you guys need to do that on both sides, and I'll be back in just a second. Now that you have cleaned your little grooves on your slide, what you're going to want to do now is grab your silicone spray and just spray a very, very small bit in these sections. Very small. Not too much. You definitely don't want to put too much, otherwise it's going to get too lubey, and then there's just going to be a lot of excess gunk when you're cleaning it next. So that should be perfectly fine. That's really all you need, just a few touches here and there. So now that your slide grooves are fully cleaned and lubed up, what you need to do next is grab your silicone spray again and pull this nozzle down and spray a little bit. Now I have already sprayed some, so I'm not going to do any more, but I will. I'll do just a tad. Make sure that you move your nozzle up and down quite a lot once you've put some in. You can put some in this hole here as well. This is literally just to make sure that there aren't any jams. The nozzle's working perfectly fine. And there you go. So our next and final part, pretty much, is to assemble your slide. So what you're obviously going to do first, grab your outer barrel, in goes your inner barrel, that goes into your slide, and in goes your spring and spring guide. Now that your top slide is fully cleaned and lubed up, what you're going to do is have a look at your bottom half. So we're just going to grab one last earbud. Make this one, you're going to need to fray the stuff a bit, make it like flat, kind of like that. And you're just going to go in those little grooves there. As you can see, it's already coming off. Get all that stuff out and just use the other side. Get all that out. So once you've done that, what you next need to do is grab your silicone spray again, make sure everything is nice and cleaned, no gunk is on it. You're going to grab your silicone spray and put a tiny little bit, very small, literally like that much, and a bit into this side as well. Make sure you have no fluff on it. Tiny bit, that small, bit more there, bit here. And when I say small, you can probably hear by the amount I'm actually spraying out. It is literally a touch, a little bit like this, like that, literally that much, even less. So now that you've done that, all you have to do, top slide goes onto your bottom, get it moving a little bit, grab your sock, clean any excess stuff that's on it, give it a little bit of a rub, because you don't want any of your silicone spray on the plastic of your gun. Now obviously when you do this, you're probably just going to want to give your hands a bit of a rinse, otherwise, like I'm doing now, I'm pretty much just rubbing it all back onto the plastic because it's on my hands. Anyways guys, I do want to say that doing this is at your own risk. I take no responsibility in any bad occurrences. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that's a big help. And as always, have a very, very good day.